Hey, welcome back. In previous videos, we looked at my dad's folding hunter. This was a work knife for him. I think he carried it in his tool pouch on his belt. He was a telephone lineman, and we took a pretty close look at that. We also looked at a couple of more knives. This was a work knife, another work knife for him. He carried in his pocket. This little Stockman, and then this little Case Eisenhower that was more of a Sunday church knife. Both of these are in stag. And we also looked at my 40-year-old Case medium Stockman. Let's take a few minutes to take a look at my grandfather's knives. Now, my grandfather was a logger, and these were work knives for him, and they are really worn out because he was from that generation where you didn't get rid of a knife just because it was worn. You used it until it was completely worn out. And he worked as a logger and also worked in a sawmill when the weather was too rough to get out and log. And no back spring really left on this. The blades are really worn from years and years of use. And I'm having trouble dating these. I think this is maybe late 1960s, early 1970s. I'm thinking late 1960s, but I could be totally wrong. I know nothing about dating a Boker knife. So if anybody out there does, maybe you could give me a clue. This one is an easy open Barlow or a easy open jack. No, not the body of a Barlow, so that's what I'm thinking. And the way this knife is just completely worn really reminds me that he was an adult during the Depression. My dad was a child during the Great Depression. And I think the attitude of people in the who lived through the Depression, who were adults and really experienced it, really used things until they got absolutely all the use out of them. I remember my aunt, great aunt, she was in her 80s when I was a kid, had a hoe, and she hoed every year of her life with that hoe. And she had worn the square edges off of it to where it was just a little oval, and she was still using it. So the folks of that generation, they really used things, and then they used them until they were just completely used up. I really like Barlows, and I really like this. Of course, there's no use left in it, practical use, but just the sentimental value and just having something that he used and had in his hands probably for years and years and years is really a neat thing. So not a long video, or I'm not going to go into any in-depth about it. There's really not much to say other than this is just an example of a well-used knife. And they were in this state of rust and ill repair when I got them, so I will probably maybe keep them like this, try to not let them rust any further, but keep them the way that I received them. Okay, that's it. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.